So that's one of my clips. What's up, everybody? That's one of my clips that I thought of when I hear motherfuckers on here saying we need women in this space because we talk about them, so why don't they be a part of the conversation? When you let one woman in that's a fucking zombie, then 2 or 3 or 4 or 5 or 6 and 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 1,000 of them come in. The black manosphere is like Herschel Farm. It's lost. You see Herschel, he's like, I don't want to leave. This is my farm. And he's just continue to fight and fight and fight and fight and fight and fight and fight. And it's like, dude, you got to get out of here. Then you see his face at the end where he look at his farm, kind of like the black manosphere, and you see that you have memories, you met a couple people there, but the shit is done. It's over with. It's gone. We need to create something new so men can actually get away from these heifers. And we need to make a more stronger group of people who won't turn into Obsidian or O'Shea or even Angry Man who let women in. I don't want them to come in at all unless they are vetted by everyone. Everyone can be vetted by them. And we won't let them even on panels or even in the chat like that. Only in places where we can control where they're at. And they won't be in what we built. They'll be outside of what we built for somebody outside. But the fact is, this scene is quintessential. It's just, it captures what's been going on in the black manosphere for a very long time, where O'Shea let these zombies in and they overtake the farm. You know, everybody is doing the obsidian way, where let's use these women as examples so people can know the shit didn't work. You keep letting the same old women in the fucking panels, and they're saying the same shit over and over and over again. And we have so many examples that other people are doing. How many? We're not thinking men. This ain't a thinking man space. Because if it was a thinking man space, we would be using more examples. But you use the same 4, 5, 6, 10, 20, 30, 40 women who come into space and say the same shit, who should be cut off at the hip soon as they said some stupid stuff. This is why the Golden 11 pops in and out of the manosphere. This is why guys like Babatunde don't even go on other people's panels or chats. This is why Mad Bus Driver, you don't see him around people. You don't see none of his other people around him like that. You don't see certain other people in this pan. I can name off a lot of people who don't be walking up in these chats and figuring with these people. I don't want men who comes into space who says, I can't get rid of these hoes, or all they got to do is rant, and then they got a black chick in the background who says something, and then they not with her again. It makes us look stupid. You white guys got their space, and they don't have women in their space. Asian guys have women, don't have women in their space. Yeah, I'm pissed off right now with the Asian dudes and Japanese culture right now for what they did to Hana Kimura. Yes, I am pissed about that. But at least they hold their ground and don't let women in their fucking space. Arab men don't let women in their space. Latino men don't let women in their space like that. Come on. Every other race don't let women in their space and say we need to talk it, and we need to talk with them. We need to talk with them. It becomes exhausting because I hear the same shit over and over and over again. I hear from every other guy, we don't want to be a Sasha's fest. Did the mob say some shit like that? Like, hey man, we don't want to have a Sasha. We don't want to have a Sasha's fest up here. We need to have some women in our boardrooms. Like, are you serious? Like, are you serious? Do the most powerful men walk around and say we have to have women in there because we're talking about women? Does they do that? Do any man, powerful men say let women in our conferences? Let them in the meeting. Let them talk, because since we talking about them, man. Like, and then when you heard Herschel say, when he said, rest in peace to the actor as well, when he said, they just keep coming. It's like the plague. That's how they are. Like this is what they do. This is what they do all the time. Like they come in these spaces and they take over the spaces. But you can't, none of these dudes who say they got game, none of these dudes who say they good with women, you can't go into a female space and try to change the conversation around. You can't do what the women do in these spaces. See, that Jessica X situation, the third time, it showed me that how easy it is for a chick to come over here in the black manosphere and just start dissing people. Guys like myself who support it out of my pocket. And then I suspect that, okay, if I give you some money, man, and I say I don't want this chick around me, or check this chick at least and tell her not to say something to me. Because we all participants in this black manosphere in your chat. But these niggas don't care. So that's the reason why I don't give these dudes no money. I'm like, yo, thanks for the Cash App. No. I just bought, yesterday, I just got an Amazon package for my, my external hard drive for my PS4. That's gonna last me for years. I'll pay for something that's gonna last for years. I ain't gonna pay for something that's niggas gonna tell me that I'm asking for attention, or I got motherfuckers blocking me in the chat, but I'm on your Patreon and you ain't checking these motherfuckers who talk that shit to me. Like, every single company try to make their customer base happy, but black people. Like, if I come, like, if there's a certain percentage that if you in a Sony chat room, or you in a Sony or something, and you are Sony customers, and you have problems with your hard drive, or you have problems with whatever you have problems with, they give you a refund. And then you will make a fuss out, but you be like, okay, I want my refund back. And you will get your refund. Every single company, they're good at it and some bad at it. But black men are only ones who bitch and complain about support from other black men, but then turn around and don't do the same to other black men. Then turn around and support the women who diss black men in the chats and say, oh, this is a man's space. Then y'all protect the women who talk shit about guys who don't even say shit to them. When I seen that everybody was protecting Jessica, when she came at me, called me loony, when I was in the middle of talking to Techie and Gabe, and this is the third time she did it, and everybody seemed to let these women go and do whatever they want, I knew this shit. I knew that I gotta look at these niggas sideways and just treat some of these dudes like they're just part of that shit. They're entertainment. And I want to apologize to Preem. I'm sorry that I took offense to what you did, and now I see what you're doing. You've seen a lot of people as jokes on here in the black manosphere, in the chats that you went to, and the paces you go to. I mean, sometimes you over the top, but I kind of see your point now. And I kind of see why a lot of people come in this shit as entertainment. And they see it as a joke. Because these guys, first minute they talking about let's go fight feminism. And then they do the exact opposite and do what feminism wants by talking down to another man and calling another man weird. Or go around talking back and talking down to a guy who they talking about he's an incel. That shit was disgusting when I seen of all the guys in the chat who was supposed to be thinking men, turn around and talk about this dude named Edwards. Okay, he did some outrageous shit, but he's in quarantine. Then I heard guys say, get a girlfriend. We're in fucking quarantine. How the fuck, who goes out and try to date somebody when we have a fucking disease that kills somebody? And we don't know who's clean and who's not. We can't even go nowhere and can't do nothing. Now, the people who are going somewhere fighting and shit, and I'm gonna show that soon, when they get sick, I don't want to feel sorry for them. I hope the doctors don't even treat them. Let them go off. Because they went outside and bunched up together. They went outside and bunched up together like idiots They went out and bunched up together like idiots, right? So let them go. They did it to themselves. I hate when people I don't hate people who are fake empathetic when they're talking a subject based off the channel they on. And they're not standing on their square. I hate that shit. And I'm starting to see a lot of guys do that. Look, Edward was out of line. But the fact is, you never been to a porn convention. A lot of these dudes talking about how much they get bitches and stuff, but y'all want to talk down to Wesley Pipes. Wesley Pipes had more sex than half of you dudes, actually all of you dudes in the black manosphere. Even, I ain't gonna even take shots at Marco, but he probably had sex more than Marco. So, you said that he was a porn guy and all this other stuff. Look, I had a plan of bringing a porn guy on or whatever. But then I changed my mind because it wasn't gonna be on some sexual bullshit. It was gonna be to bust your fucking bubble and make him look at you, make him say the things, make him talk a red pill talk, because the guy that I know is red pill. And he pretty much won't tell anybody to go game. Even Wesley Pipes talked about how game was useless. This is a guy who been with over a whole bunch of women and he see they truth, but he couldn't articulate it right? So everybody was mad. Everybody was talking about how dumb it looked and everything else. Yeah, it was stupid. But no guy should have went up there. If that was Edward that went up there and said all that stuff, somebody need to have him on their channel and question him and ask him what the fuck he was going up there asking a porn star for. At least give the dude a chance to explain himself. Don't just throw him under the rug and call him an incel and then let women talk all like that to him like that. And it's suspect that I see a lot of guys in the woman's perspective knowing how backwards Concrete Rose and Daniel George is. Remember, I seen Daniel George and Concrete Rose do and said some fucked up shit on other people's chat. And use Obsidian's platform to bounce and get their own platform. Remember, one of them decided that she wanted to go date Cerulean Gray, or somebody who's talking about, oh, we're gonna have a militaristic style and the Cerulean rule or whatever. And then it turned out he was a cuck soon as he get a female. And it shows you that these chicks are in this space for a reason, because they want a man, or they just want a penis to jump on, or they just want somebody to go and try to get somebody who they see got a lot of people following them. Even if I have 3 or 4 or 5 or even 10 people follow me, then a woman said, "Oh, he control 10 people. Let's come over here. Let me act like I'm his friend." You can't fool me. I mean, cause I like to have my regular voice, because if I get mad, you know, for some reason I got that funny thing where if I get mad, my voice start deepening. But when I'm actually casual, my voice sound kind of lightened, and people take that for granted. But the fact is that when I showed you the kind of women I'm attracted to, do you think that you could penetrate my conditioning even if you was in front of me and taking your clothes off? Yes, I will be hard as a rock, but guess what? I will be hard as a rock walking out the fucking door and strap it up and leave the fuck out the door and say, yo, I'm not gonna waste this hard on, but I'm gonna spank it out to some porn instead of giving this girl some sexual energy any time of the day. That's how conditions I am. That's how red pill I am. That's how, like, it doesn't, none of these chicks faze me, because I've been on the side of what they talk about. You can see up and down my videos of the shit that these motherfuckers said to me. And if I actually brung all the stuff they said to me in real life, if I had recorders and shit like that, it'd be like, look, I'm not gonna try to gain favor with a bunch of people who I know treated me like shit. And then the fact is, a lot of these people think that just because these women treat you right, they're not gonna do the same thing to you that they do to other men. Wrong. Because look what happened with Future. Future learned right away that the same women who jump on you and be like, oh, daddy, boo, the Future, yes, daddy, yeah. Soon as you said one thing that they don't like, they'll get the whole squad of the feminist squad on you. And guess what? Now you're paying $50,000 a month because you called her ugly. So I don't like when guys sit back and say, just because you niggas not good with women, don't mean I'm not good with women. Just like that nigga Third World Columbia. And then he wanted to jump on every panel and try to fix up what he said to me. But guess what? What he said, it showed what he said. I got the screenshots. and he's just going around on the campaign trying to act like he's not that type of dude. But he was up there agreeing with Kuda about game. So the fact is that Third World Columbia is just one of those Pookie and Ray Ray dudes. Just like the rest of these dudes in the black manosphere. Pookie and Ray Ray dudes who trying to pretend like they're intelligent. Then you got tech guys who let black men get doxxed and getting their jobs on there. Kind of like what happened to me when the feds was sitting on me. And then, for some reason, they sit back and act like they for black men. Then we got the same guys who doing the same shit that Obsidian is doing, who jumps on and say, we got to use these women as examples. We got to use these women as examples. What the fuck, man? This is not the black manosphere no more. Like Ty City said, this is the woman spear 1.0. This is the woman spear. I can't. This shit can't be salvaged. Just like Herschel's Farm. It can't be salvaged. And look at the correlation between, I'm gonna show you the correlation between The Walking Dead and how black women and black people are. They're just like zombies. Wait a minute. So, you've seen the two videos that I posted. So the anti-SYSBM guys want guys who sophisticated, who don't get into drama, who don't fight, to trust these so-called Nawals who hang out with these type of women, or stay quietly and say, oh, that's so bad, that's sad, that's fucked up. They shouldn't be doing this. I just came here to have fun. Why are you around these type of women? See, the SYSBM guys and anybody who's really thinking, man, won't be around a bunch of ghetto ass niggas fighting and shit. Soon as somebody start fighting, and I'm fooled into believing that this is a good party or a good gathering, and niggas start fighting, I'm out. But the women that you want us to believe that are so good will be standing there looking at the shit happening, or they'll be the same ones who rob, who take an opportunity to take liquor out of the thing. These are the women you trying to sell us? Like, come on, man. If I had somebody that I know could edit real good, I will bring over the 2,000 videos that I got saved in my fucking home bar on black women and all this ghetto ass shit in a whole compilation video that will probably span within 8 or 9, probably span with like 6 hours of content of them just fighting and doing all crazy shit at fucking military functions, at wine and cheese parties, fighting and all this other stuff. And if I wanted to go put the compilation, I will put the compilation of them cheating on their husbands, all the comments that I caught up, all the stuff that how they treat certain men. You can't beat us, and you can't beat us. I align with SYSBM, so I can say us, but I've been SYSBM. My first girlfriend was Hispanic. Her name was Yamira. That was my first girlfriend, and I was 5 years old. She was Puerto Rican. So I've been SYSBM from the very beginning. So this is the thing, man. I knew from 5 years old not to mess with black women, black girls in general, because they was ghetto. And then the so-called nerdy chicks who talk about nerdy chicks, bet you look at their guys. Look at the way they act. Look at how they talk. I mean, there was a live with Solo TV 84, and I like how the chick everybody was talking about how Solo was, how he couldn't get women and stuff and everything. I love that because he liked to talk shit about people. And then he went on his profile, he went on his platform and started talking all the shit he wanted. But it seemed like that game that he got and him being in the field didn't really work on that Janae chick, right? Or the other chick. I mean, and I've been calling him out. I ain't gonna put that out like that. I mean, he does do some good videos, but fact is, I don't like the shaming shit that he does to certain guys. So let me go back. When he was on that plane, when he was on there, he was on a channel called, a traveling channel called AM1, Master, I think AM1, what's his name? AM1, yeah, AM1. And his traveling channel, he had American woman on there saying her stuff. But I know what he was doing. He showed examples. But that's one example. He didn't bring her on ever again. He brought her on 2 times, and that's about it. He brought her on 2 times, and that was done for. He ain't like these other dudes. He ain't like Game Changer bringing these women over and over again. That's his platform. Whatever he do, that's him. That's who. I don't care. He ain't like DJ Cooter, who brings on these women all the time and these old dudes on here and talking about game and shit. Okay, that's them. He ain't like none of these other guys doing that. And one, he actually bring feminine women into space so he can talk, and it shows guys what exists out there in other countries. Just like Marco bringing these women out and did this I think he in the wrong space with these guys. Because they hating on him, and they try to take, like, man. Like I said before, when you bring these women in this on the Black Manosphere or any kind of panel and channel, they'll come back. You tell them you don't want them there, they still come back. You tell them we don't want you here, stay out of here, they'll come right back. They don't get the point, and this is what happens with entitled people. These women are entitled. They're envious. They're bitter because I would never go in a chat room, or I would never go someplace where I'm not wanted. If somebody tells me to get the hell out of there, I'm going. I'll find something else. I would never go in an all-women space and try to impose myself in a space and say, oh, you guys are incels. Your guys are bitter. Your guys are this and this and that. You know how fast I get blocked in that chat room? You know how fast I get kicked off of it? But it seems like the men are more, okay, 28 minutes. The men are more empathetic. And the fact is that I see that these are the kind of guys that'll get you hurt or killed by these women. And then they'll act like they remember you and be like, yeah, he was a good dude. No, you the one got him killed because you kept bringing these type of women around. These are the kind of dudes who will hang out with certain women and they don't know, and they'll think that these women are so-called good, and they'll set one of their friends up, and then he'll be like, oh, what the fuck they say? What the hell they say again? I forgot what they said. Shit, I don't know that lingo. Shit, man. I forgot what that lingo was. A mark, or yeah, something. I forgot what it is. Shit, man. Shit. Damn, I don't know what it is. It's basically them saying that, he's a lick. There we go. So they set this all up. This is why it's not good to be around a bunch of people who pretend to be red pill and they're not, or pretend to be smart and intelligent and like anime, because they'll bring the wrong women around you, and those same women that you think is so-called good will either cheat on you with one of them, or set you up and get you killed. And then they'll act like they don't know nothing about it, and then say, oh, I ain't know, or he should have never been a lick. I mean, and they know these guys, they know these females disrespect black men. They know these women are disrespecting black men. I can give you one example. Mela, old chick who can't even keep a marriage. She separated from her current husband because he couldn't stand her. She went on calling people crackheads. She go on and calling Keith an orphan. Y'all was supposed to kick her off automatically and never let her on any platform. OG Speed, who came on talking trash to young men and said he was going to get off social media, end up coming back, and they let him come back. I'm like, none of these dudes have any type of discipline. And it's like some of these dudes are 40 years old. Some of these dudes are 40 years old. So it's kind of like you just lost the generation. Cause I'm in my 30s. Even in my 20s, and even when I was 17 and stuff, I was kind of like this. So it's kind of like, damn, these guys, you still haven't learned in your 40s that the shit that you're trying to do is working. But I think I know what it is. It's like, well, let me try it because everybody else, I seen everybody else try to do it. So it's kind of like Obsidian's blueprint on what he does failed him. So everybody want to pick up that blueprint and try that blueprint for themselves because they're somebody new and they think they could refine the blueprint better. But they don't understand that the blueprint don't matter. Whoever tries to use the blueprint after the other person, it still's not going to work because it's flaws in that blueprint. And it's flaws in what everything in the blueprint. But they keep doing it. Oh, we got to have women on the panel because we got to see what they thinking. We got to get their perspective. We got to do all this. And then once you have them in there, then here come more women coming there saying disrespectful stuff. One of the things I can't take seriously is guys who say they full red pill or they want to fight the power and all this other stuff, but they let these women come in their chat rooms and disrespect black men. Even supporters. Like, I think it's time for a change. I want guys to come together. I want this to happen, but I don't know if it will. It needs to be a new black manosphere. And it shouldn't be a new black manosphere. It should be something totally new where it has rules and regulations. Things that I can build a whole group up. Look, here's my ideas. Look, we have one-on-one chat with everybody who want to join this thing, and we close it off after that. Meaning that if we see any new person in the chat, we have moderators who know certain people in the chat not to have in the chat. We have people who watching on other channels that will see the flip-floppers, kick them out. We vote people off the panels if they said too much stuff. If people want to talk about women, we got certain channels for women that will talk about women and give people what they need. We got certain channels for tech. We got certain channels for reviews, for gaming, for health, for workout stuff. We talk to certain people. We branch out. I want something new to happen so we can have a real spot for men. So we don't have guys in here talking about, hey, we don't want to side. No, okay, keep them over there. And if they come over here, we tell them, hey, none of that stuff is a welcome. One of the examples that I loved, what the examples that I'm speaking of is when Mad Bus Driver, when Obsidian tried to come on Mad Bus Driver's panel, and Mad Bus Driver told him straight away, I don't care, get out of here. And he got him off the panel. And after that, Obsidian had a little hissy fit, and guess what? Mad Bus Driver didn't pay him no damn attention. And then Obsidian moved on to another thing. Same thing with King Sigma. King Sigma is in his own zone. Babatunde got his own platform. But I would like some of these guys to come together once in a while on YouTube and speak. Because Babatunde got some of that crazy behind lingo when he be like Cheesy Jones and stuff. And King Sigma is good with the history. And he knows with the knowledge. He's a heavy hitter when it comes down to panels. You know, and Mad Bus Driver, he comes with the pictures and the insight, and he comes with the whole inside of what men has been doing overseas. We have to have something that we have that only certain type of guys can go into and other guys can't be into. Same thing with the Trey situation. If the Trey situation happened when you had guys like Aaron Fountain come in there, man, look, man, you need security. You need overall security in your groups. I had security in my groups. I had people who I put in a group just to watch the group. Also, I paid them. Some of them got paid $150 a week for their services. So that was the incentive for them to do their job, because that was giving them a job. So we had 3 or 4 people in there monitoring everybody and seeing who in there saying what. That's their job. People who, oh, you're a basement boy, you're a basement dweller, you're this and that, you're a mama's boy, you can't go outside. Guess what? We give them opportunities because they was inside the house, and this is that's what they do. So we would utilize them, just like every other race does, right? So there will be a time where certain people will say certain things, and we see certain people, they would get out of here. They will be already out, and then I get a inbox messages that, hey man, we just got rid of so and so and so and so. What they do? Show me the screenshot what he did. I say, okay, it's good. Then I want something that runs like a tight ship, because this whole Black Manosphere shit is a failure. It's done. It's like Herschel's farm. We're done. It's done. The whole thing is done. You can't save it. You trying to fight as many of you trying to fight, and you trying to fight as many of these so-called daggers as you can. You keep coming on the panel, talking, going back and forth with them and stuff like that. But you look just like Herschel. The farm's lost. Just get rid of it, leave it, and go on your own stuff. And people talk about an echo chamber. I heard that on one of the panels too. But they have echo chambers. If we bring one of them on, they better adhere to our rules. But I bet you they don't like it, because I noticed that people don't like to go on Man of Tomorrow's chat. You know, the new princess of the Black Manosphere is Melody. Everybody thirsting after her. She goes and says that MOT don't like women because he don't believe in the bullshit. Oh man, I just can't. You know, some of this shit is just ridiculous, man. But you have to, and I might make a list for that too. Stuff that feminist women say when they don't get their way. You know, you hate women, or you're an incel, or you're this, you're that, and this and this and that. I'm gonna make a list, because I did that on Twitter, where every time a chick argue with me about something, and I wrote a list down on all the insults that these chicks bring out when they try to win an argument, or they try to bring people into an argument. It's like 70 or 80 words, or 70 or 80 insults. And as soon as somebody says something to me that fits that word on that list, I put it right up. I said, oh, you said exactly what I wanted you to say. Oh, I'm a basement dweller. Oh, I don't have a girlfriend. Oh, I'm an incel. Oh, I'm this and I'm that. I'm like, yo, y'all so predictable. And when I bring out that list of the shit that these women say, not only do I win the argument, I make them look stupid. Like, you are predictable. You don't even think outside the box. And I just, well, let me, cause I'm already outside. It's gonna be my only time out here. That's why I made a video. But like I said before, man, it's frustrating to have people just go back and forth and act like they care about black men, and they want to be in the space to help black men, and yeah, we're doing this and doing that. It's like, damn, they learn techniques from women. And I kind of look at it like, yo, a lot of these dudes got women qualities. A lot of these dudes sound feminine. And it's like, oh, they can get women. Because I mean, me, I don't care for Edward Anderson, but you can tell that he got this feminist energy where women don't like him. Women like him for one reason, because he give off that feminine energy and he doesn't shut the hell up. I mean, when he was on that channel, the chick felt comfortable. The most ghetto ratchet chick felt comfortable talking to Edward Anderson, because he was saying some kind of feminist stuff to her about, you know, herself. But he was saying it in a way that Solo wasn't saying it. But she couldn't see Edward Anderson. And there's a reason why Edward Anderson probably could get women. It's because he sound like one. And he talked like one. He never shut the hell up. And you can tell when I can show you examples of guys who got feminine energy, and they kind of have feminine attributes about them. I can show you YouTubers. If you ask me the YouTubers that got feminine, and you see the way they act, or you see the way they carry themselves, they be like, why is she with him? They're like, why is why he look like that? And then you be like, oh, it's because she can take advantage of this guy. And it's like, oh, now I know why. They don't like a lot of these people don't like masculine men. They don't. So that's why you had to go to another country. That's one of the main reasons. Like, oh, you need to run. Look, man, the black community, the black women, they're all infected with the zombie virus. You know, they all infected with the zombie. They all infected. But the fact is, you all can be infected with something, but they're mostly zombies now. So I don't want to turn into a zombie like them. I don't want that ghetto dysfunctional gene that they have. These people can't even go to a party. These people can't even go to a wine and cheese party without fighting. They can't even go to a 5-star restaurant without fighting. These people can't even go in a park without fighting. Just yesterday in my city, you had them in a parking lot all bunched up when we know we're still in the coronavirus. They don't listen. They rob when you're in the middle of a pandemic. I don't want to be associated with these type of people. And that's what SYSVM is about, not being associated with them. But a lot of these guys don't want to see that. They want to see you get killed, or they want to see you get killed for their purpose and their goals. They want to see you die trying to please somebody who can't be pleased and bargain with. You know, these women are the first ones to put hands on you. These are the first women to try to hurt your property and break your property. These are the first ones to try to get you fired from your job. I mean, and they wonder why nobody want to mess with them. those 2 videos, I got more videos showing that. I got more videos showing how they are. So mainly this video was all about is that it's time to abandon the farm, aka the fake place for black men, and create a new one, because it's been overrun. It's done. There's too many game dudes, too many dating coaches, too many fake behind intelligent guys, it's too many of these fake people who in this space and don't know how to articulate themselves in the right manner. I want a new manosphere that's run better, just like the white one. I want a new one where we don't let certain people in. The dating coaches, no. Anybody who comes into space, no. No women, nope. You're not coming in. We have a limited amount of people to come in here. We might limit. We head count how many people come in this space, and we keep that to ourselves. Don't put no list out, because that's stupid. Go behind the scenes, and we all be smart. I want to make it kind of like War Empire. You know, more like the mafia, where we all sit at a table, we all sit on a conference, and we actually discuss what we gonna do behind the scenes, and then we go on the public thing and talk about stuff and see who we gonna vote in and see who's the best and whatever. I want it to be like that, where we can show the world how the proper men, how the good of men. The good of black men does. Not these fake black men who comes in this space and say they're this, they're that. I want a better space for black men. Not this shit that we're in right now.